I'm Cece Summers, and welcome back to Forcefully Yours. I am so excited to get into day 3. Is that good enough? Will you let me go home now? Let's do it! Day 3. I'm forced awake as I feel hands grabbing me and pulling me upwards. Shrieking, my eyes fling open to find Riker manhandling me, lifting me and carrying me over to a metal chair covered with ropes. He doesn't say a word as he sets me on it, pulling the rope around me and tightening it. I try to struggle against him, my arms and legs still bound. My futile resistance only slightly inconveniences him as he works, making sure I'm fixated, down, and secure. I grit my teeth and snarl at him, dazed and in panic from being woken up so suddenly. What the hell is this for? Once he's finished, he looks over at me, admiring his handiwork. If you keep disobeying, you lose your privileges. I told you this. Yeah, if you disobey me, you're not allowed to have the privilege of your own body. Duh. You lost your privilege of being able to move. Yes, that is a privilege. Definitely a privilege that can and should be revoked. I balk at him. Now, are you going to obey me? I've brought you something to eat. You now notice a tray of food and a cup he set up on a portable table a few feet away. There's a black plastic bag on the floor next to it, hiding a few items. He turns and grabs the tray, scooping up a mouthful of vegetable medley and holds it up to your mouth expectantly. Nah, get fucked. Nah. Shove the spoon all the way into your asshole. Did he fucking hit me? Can't even register what happens until afterwards. The spoon clatters loudly against the floor as my head is jerked forcefully to the side, my cheek stinging painfully. Did he just hit me? What a bitch. He doesn't look very happy. Honestly, he looks like he might be having an allergic reaction. Maybe he's allergic to bullshit. I lower my face back down to look at him, the pain swelling across my face. His eyes are decided and cold. Now will you listen? My mouth hangs ajar, the pain transferring into my jaw. No! I brace myself for it. Yet again, rougher this time, my head jerks to the other side. I look back at him, my face on fire. I could feel the bruise forming. Now you don't get to eat. I didn't want to anyways, dickweed. Joke's on you. His jaw clenches before he speaks again. Now, you do need to drink though. You may just die if you go too long without it. Question is, do you get the privilege of using a cup? Well, if you don't give me a cup, I'm not going to drink it. Fuck your cup. Riker stares at me for a moment before reaching back and grabbing the cup of water sitting on the table. He methodically brings it to his lips and deposits the liquid into his mouth. Then he's on me, his hands roughly grabbing my face as one hand tilts my head back and the other attempts to rip my jaw open. Relax. Relax. This is so unnecessary. Like, chill. The pain is unbearable as his fingers dig relentlessly into my swollen cheeks, pressing into my molars. I have to open my mouth as tears stream down my face from the agony. The feeling of lukewarm water dropping into my mouth freaks me out as he closes my mouth forcefully, covering my nose. I hold out, grossed out, panicking. My lungs beg me to breathe, my head hyper-focusing on the need for oxygen. I swallow. Riker releases my face, and I gasp in a deep breath, my head reeling. Too close, man. Too close. This is fucked up. Oh god, this is so fucked up. Then you have the audacity to fucking look at me? Especially like that? He backs away, an ominous smile stretching across his lips, his eyes distant. Is this man about to snap? About to. Bitch, we been there. We been snapped. This is a man in two. One last chance. He reaches into his back pocket, or you lose another privilege. Will you obey? Is he gonna cut something off of me? Fuck off. Is it the privilege of breathing? He grabs my head. His other hand pulls from his pocket. There's a flash against the light as it shoots to my face. An indescribable pain radiates through my face and back into my skull. Red clouds my vision. I scream in agony. I thrash against my restraints, oblivious to the ropes burning my skin as I flail around violently. Riker pulls his hand away and lets me scream. Oh God, what's on his face? What the fuck happened? What did he do to me? What did he do to me? What? Everything is all weird. Did he? Is that? Riker continues to look at me with a deep coldness in his gaze. What the fuck did he do? Did he take our eyeball? Now you've lost the privilege of having both your eyes. I swear to God, if any part of him comes near my eye socket, I am going to flip my shit. My mind goes blank. I can't tell if I'm screaming. I can't hold on through the terror. My mind slips away as I pass out. Okay, not the best way to end day 3. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do the same thing, tell him to shove the spoon up his ass. And then when it comes to the water, I'll drink the water. Hopefully keep both my eyeballs. Fine, I'll use your stupid cup. He regards me carefully for a moment before looking satisfied and turning behind him, grabbing a plastic cup. He brought it up to my lips, and I greedily gulped the water down, drinking half the cup hurriedly. He pulls it away and looks me over. Just a little bit more training and you'll be perfect. I'm not. Is this how you train your cats? Because 1, I'm not a cat, and 2, if a cat goes and pees on the couch, you're not gonna rip its eyeball out to get it to stop peeing on the couch. He smiles and reaches back behind him into the bag and pulls out a collar? It's looped around my neck and tightened as I force out a few sounds in confusion, trying to think of what to say. Get this disgusting thing fucking off of me. He tilts his head at me, looking bored now. Bored now, I'm bored now, I'm bored now. Before turning back and retrieving another item from the bag. You sure do bark a lot. I'm confused. Are we a cat or are we a dog? A rough, leathery feeling wraps itself around my mouth as he straps a muzzle to my face, silencing. A muzzle? Like a dog muzzle? How does that work on a person face? Or is it just like a gag? I don't know, man. I don't know how these things work. My screams and protests are muffled, and I'm forced to breathe heavily through my nose. He steps away from me and heads to the door, opening it up and pushing the table through and picking up the bag. He looks back at me. Stay. And then he's gone. Guess I'll just look at him like he's stupid. 'Cause he's stupid. You're doing so much better. He coos at me. So good for me. How dehumanizing. I can't wait to teach you all sorts of tricks. And I'll make sure to reward your good... I swear to God, get that thing back in your head. Get it back in your fucking head. He reaches for the bag, pulling out a purple plastic bowl. I watch him tentatively as he lowers it to the floor and pours the rest of the water from the cup into it. He moves back to me and I flinch. However, besides grabbing me, he continues down to the ropes binding me, loosening them before pulling them away and lifting me to my feet. I'm pushed gently back to the bed where he motions for me to sit, and I do, my arms and legs still bound. Using the same rope, he loops it around my collar and then fastens the other end to the bed frame, just in case you get any more ideas of trying to pull another stunt. Pulling another stunt, giving you exactly what you deserve. Tomato, tomato. He winks at me. I'm doing this because I care about you, sure. I hold back a scoff. I feel so pathetic right now. He smiles at me and then ruffles my hair. Garbage. Daddy's gotta go get you some toys. Get out of my life. Daddy? I scream internally as he makes his exit, closing the door behind him. Alright, so we're back in day 2. I figured we'll go through it and, I guess, not attack him. And see, because it looks like we can get up to 8 endings for day 3, and we've gotten 3. So we'll go through here, and then I'll probably go all the way back to day 1 and make some different choices to go up to day 3. Because I guess I could be a little nicer or whatever in the choices I made. Okay, why the fuck are you doing this? His eyes slowly trace over my face. His eyelids heavily flutter as his smile wistfully curls up his lips. You may not have realized this, but I've been watching you for a while. The confession hits you deep in the gut. What do you mean by that? How long is a while? I see you at your work, or when you're walking home. I'll wait up for you during your late nights just to make sure you get home safe. Oh, what a great guy. Ugh, guys, just... I really got a good one here. Oh, that's creepy. And why were you doing that? He looks at me hungrily. I just can't help myself. Everything about you is so perfect. Oh, yeah. The way you carry on about your day. How you get excited over all your favorite things. The face you make when you enjoy your favorite foods. Your peaceful facial expressions when you sleep. Yeah, there ain't nothing peaceful about my facial expressions. Okay, let's get this straight. I sleep on my stomach, which means I sleep on my face, which means the pillow is like here, okay? So we got like some good mushy action going on right here, right? And then my mouth is usually open as wide as it can possibly be. And I'm snoring, so it's like... So you know, perfection. Whoa, how long has this guy been... Sleep? I can't breathe for a moment. What do you mean, my expressions when I sleep? I manage to force out my question, bracing myself for his reply. He smiles at me, his face reddening slightly as he recalls something I don't want to think about. It's my favorite thing to do. Watching you as you sleep, I mean. And how I get to do it every night. And I get to touch you now, too. No, still don't get to. You do anyways. I do not give you permission. It came out as a whisper, but I still heard him. My mind blanks, and I don't think what he's saying even sinks in. I don't even know how to feel. That's really weird, man. That's really weird. He takes in my answer, looking crazed and angry. He's silent for a moment. I just want you. I want to cherish you and make you feel what I feel. Yeah, that's why you punch me in the face and take my eyeball out, because you feel like I punched you in the face when I said I don't want to eat your vegetable medley. I'll treat you better than anyone ever could. Yeah, I don't know, because here's the thing. I've made it this far. Nobody's ever tried to take my eyeballs. So there are, you know, just a slim amount of people that would treat me better. And you'll see. You'll feel what I feel for you. Listening to him is frustrating me. Projection much? You kidnapped me. That's absolutely psycho, and I don't feel anything for you besides fear and possibly pity for your sick and twisted mind. His eyes widen, and he's left speechless for a moment. All expression vanishes from his face, and he looks almost mechanical in his manner now. I see you need some more time. I want you to think about how you've behaved and how it affects me. Freak? He watches me, mulling over some unknown thoughts in his head. Without a word, he turns to the door and exits, closing it after him. The locks click again, one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he is not manhandling us. Awake this time. We did not lose the privilege of movement. I wake the next day to find myself alone. I'm still in this forsaken prison. I was hoping it may have just been a dream. Sure, I enjoy a good horror movie or a nail-biting story that keeps you on the edge. But living it? No, thank you. I wonder what time it is. Looking outside, the sun is pretty bright. Shadows seem pretty minimal, so noon? I'm not sure. Looking back outside, I look for any sign of life and try calling out. My yells echo out, and I wait patiently for a response. I repeat this over and over, yelling and listening. Eventually, my throat feels sore and my head feels light. Where the hell even am I? Where is that freak? I feel like it's been a good hour or so since I've woken up. I try the door again. Still locked. I return to the bed, sitting and thinking about my situation. Now I'm starting to feel a bit hungry. My mind wanders to the meal I had the day of my kidnapping. My mouth waters as I recall the bowl of yogurt I enjoyed not too long ago. I should have eaten something else afterwards, too. Should have planned ahead for my inevitable kidnapping. Silly Cece. I'm also thirsty. I did drink water during my shift to keep hydrated, but it's been a while since. Riker's expression came to mind when I insulted him. Fuck that guy. But is he just going to let me starve? Die of thirst? He does have that speaker system in here. Maybe he can hear me? Hey, you're still a fucking psycho. And you still haven't learned a fucking thing. What are you teaching me? Other than you're a psycho. The immediate response startles me. Is he just sitting there watching me? I'm not going to give you what you want, so just let me go already. No. No? Let me go, you fucking weirdo. A gruff hum plays through the speakers. I know you're probably thirsty by now. No shit. Are you going to at least give me food and water while you keep me in this shithole? No. A stream of obscenities leave my mouth as I curse him and everything he stands for. For now, at least. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? A sinister laugh meets my ears. I'm going to keep you in there, and you're going to sit and wait and wait. You're going to become thirstier and hungrier until you're weak and the threat of death is on your mind. Maybe I should turn on the heat, bring you to a state of absolute pain and desperation. Holy shit, what? That's my guy, cherishing me, treating me better than anyone. Now why in the hell would you do that to me? I'm going to make you beg me. You're going to need me, and I'm going to break you, and have your entire existence rely solely on my presence. I scream, full of wrath. I'm not going to give in to your sick and twisted game. I'd rather become a frigid corpse until I ask you for a goddamn thing. Now there's an easy way to this, or a hard way. You either only submit completely to me and beg, or I find other methods. Other methods? I mean, I can't lose you. Your stubbornness won't separate us because I need you as much as you will soon need me. You're my water, my food, and without you, I'll die. Bit extreme, huh? He laughs. Not at all. And if you fight and hurt yourself, I'll immobilize you and keep you alive myself. Immobilize? Well, you know, there's different ways of going about it. I could tie you up, maybe break your limbs, or... Remove them? Why do they keep taking my limbs? This fucker wants to do what now? Just think then how much you'd rely on me. I wouldn't even have to worry about you escaping. Plus, it'd be kind of cute. I fight back the bile rising in my throat. I'm sick and disgusted and so very fucking angry. My mind feels like it's twisting in on itself. I scream again and beat my fists against the bed, the wall, the door. I don't even process a single thought. I just feel angry, and I'm releasing the pent-up explosion inside of me as I thrash about and try to damage everything I possibly can. Why the fuck? God damn it. This whole situation sucks. Now see, this is me. This is me. I can fully put myself into this self-insert situation because this is how I would react. He's going to torture me. I don't know what to do. I can't think straight. Feel better? No. I don't reply. I just crawl onto the bed, defeated. I try not to think. My rage has left me spent and unfeeling. My eyes unfocus as I stare blankly at the wall. Please, I beg you. It's not that easy. By beg, I mean laying yourself at my feet, lapping up any fluid I give you, and thanking me for it with all your being. Oh my God, I want to stab this man. What the fuck? Is he saying what I think he's saying? Oh, so not only are you fucking gone in the head, you're also a creepy-ass perverted fuck. He chuckles lightheartedly. I have to say your language is quite colorful. Thanks. I'll show you colorful, as in the vibrant red I'd paint across your creepy wall as I bash my head in. Now, dear, please don't do that. I'm rather fond of your beautiful face. I can just imagine it now as you're writhing in front of me, desperate and pleading for the liberation I can give you from your hell. My hell? You fucking put me here. I will be both your condemnation as well as your savior. Get over yourself a little bit, man. More like an excruciating pain in my ass. I can give you that too. God damn it. Go fuck yourself. Want to listen? Why is this guy like this? Okay, so how about we don't do this, man? I refuse to let go of what is mine. And that's what you are now. You belong to me. He's so full of it. I don't belong to you. I'm not some piece of property you can just take and make your own. Please, just let me go. The whole thing is scaring the crap out of me. Tears are building up in my eyes and I push them back. He's not responding and just continues to stare at me. What does this man have in store for me? I'm so scared. Please. This isn't right. No response, still. I'm panicking. Why are you doing this to me? My face feels flush and hot, my throat feeling tight. I break. The warm tickle of tears trace down my face as I fail to hold them back any longer. This is all too much. That's a little too much. I scream as he rushes to me, my hands reaching up to cover my face before he grabs them roughly, pinning them apart and putting me at his mercy. I will never let you go. Never. He studies my face closely, watching my tears wetten my skin. I'm struggling to gasp for breath, and he watches me, relishing in it. You beg so nicely. Disgusting. Get wrecked. Fuck it. Fuck you! He backs away, releasing my hands, shocked. I'm breathing heavily as I watch him, waiting for his response. Slowly, he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a cloth, before reaching up and calmly wiping my saliva off his face. He pulls the cloth away from his face. Then he brings it to his lips. His eyes seem to glaze over as he watches me breathing in through the dirty cloth. Thank you. Now I have a little bit of you to keep me company tonight. Oh, God, it's just every single thing that I do. He just manages to make it horrific. I don't think you're ready for me to be in here with you just yet. No, I'm not. Nope. Go away. I feel my mouth hanging open. I don't know what to say. I'm so mad and scared, it just throws me into a state of shock. He carefully folds up the cloth and puts it safely back into his pocket. I'll have to go prepare you a thank you gift. I'll be back later. I don't want it. Whatever it is, I don't want it. Don't do it. I don't need it. I'm good. With that, he turns to the door and opens it quickly, slipping through it, closing it, and leaving me there still frozen in bewilderment. The locks click again one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to know what I don't want to know what it's going to be. It took a while for me to fall asleep last night with how much I had going on in my head. I tried fighting back, but Riker's reaction had weighed heavily on my mind. Any normal person would have been upset, right? Spitting on someone is assault, and I kind of just panicked and did just that. He loved it. What's up with that? I don't even want to think about facing him again today. This is all so bizarre. I open my eyes. What the actual fuck? What the fuck is that? Are those pictures of me? Pictures of me at work, at home, among various other places I go to. How the fuck did he get these? Did he take them? Has he been following me around? How did I not notice? And not just that, Riker's in all of them. But not really. Did he Photoshop himself into them? There's no other explanation. I flinch as the door opens and Riker appears, holding a stack of photos in his hand. His eyes immediately fixate on me. Oh, my darling, good morning. Good morning. I feel my jaw hang slack as I stare at him in response. How do you like my gift? It's my own private collection. They're memories of our time spent together. Well, a copy of them at least. I have them stored on my computer as well. Cool. My eyes frantically scan over the various photos pinned up all over the walls. You're a crazy person. Riker's face drops. He looks disappointed by my reaction. I'm sorry to hear that you think so. I was hoping they would mean as much to you as they do to me. I don't know why they mean anything to you. You weren't there. I was excited to see your reaction, but... What? How did you think I would react to all of this? I mean, not like this, at least. I put in all this effort for you, and you just disregard it. Yes, I'm so disrespectful. You're so ungrateful. Also ungrateful, yes. I choke. Ungrateful? I decide to hold in my astonishment. Riker, you need help. His face twitches. No, I'm just fine. No, really, you need help. These photos you took, I wasn't aware. And it looks like you just edited yourself into them. That's not normal. People don't do that. His face continues to contort as he takes in my words. No, you don't understand. I'm working to romance you. I'm showing you how much I care for you. You're doing a great job, sweetie. That's normal. People do that. I just care a lot. That's all. I care enough to go above and beyond. I put this place together for you. I'm taking care of you and bringing you my favorite things. I'm spending time with you. I'm opening myself to you. I'm always thinking of you. He stops. We both sit in silence, his eyes unfocused and glazed over. Tears stream down his face. Am I too much? You just need to get some help, man. He looks defeated. Honestly, I've tried. I've gone to doctors. I told them my thoughts. I've taken their meds. I did their steps. But it felt so pointless. Nothing worked. I was just wasting my time, and I felt like I was never taken seriously. I can't stop having thoughts that take over everything. I hyper-focus on awful things, and everything else falls apart. I was scared of myself and how little control I had. I could only ever do awful things and feel terrible all the time. But then you. I saw you. I could focus on you and everything was good. Things felt right and everything wasn't so bad. It got better every time I saw you. I need you. His last words come out in a soft whimper and my heart twinged. No twinging. My heart did not twinge. My heart did nothing of the sort. I felt like I could understand where he was coming from, in a sense. Everyone's mind works differently, and his was just a certain way. I could never fully understand how he deals with life unless I felt exactly as he did every day. Fine. Understand? You don't need to understand. But recognize that this is not an excuse for the action. Mental health is not an excuse to be an asshole. Okay. Well, if I worked, there has to be other methods. This isn't healthy for you. And I didn't have a choice to be here, which is wrong. He looks at me, broken. I need some time. He quickly leaves. I need some time too, not in this bunker. I knew he was off, but now I'm feeling all sorts of conflicted after hearing how he feels and what's driving him to be like this. No, I'm not. I'm not feeling conflicted at all. I will be leaving. It doesn't make complete sense, but it's a start. Okay, so he just asked, am I too much? And I'm gonna tell him that he is, yes. So, I should just tone it down is what you're saying. And then everything will be perfect between us. That's not what No, thank you for letting me know. This is great. I have a goal, and I'll work towards it. No, I'll do everything in steps, bit by bit. And then you'll love me and give me everything. Riker, then I can do whatever I want to you, and then you'll eventually like the big things I do. I don't like how that was phrased. He's not listening to a word I'm saying. He took my answer and twisted it into what he wanted. Riker, please. Stop fucking talking over me. I startle as he screams at me. Oh God, baby, I'm so sorry. And after I just said I'd work on it. His outburst has me reeling. That was so sudden. I feel myself shrinking inwards. Aw, haha, you look so cute like that. He's back to his previous disposition, as if he hadn't just done a complete 180. But you know, you really should have more courtesy for others when they're talking. If you had just waited for me to finish, I wouldn't have reacted like that. My insides feel all twisty. Now there, please cheer up. I'm in such a good mood now. Why can't you be too? Yeah, let bygones be bygones. You feel better. So obviously everybody else has to feel better. Twisty, now cold and empty. I struggle to swallow the lump in my throat. You should start being nicer to me. It'll make all of this so much easier. He sighs. I can't deal with too much of this today. I'll come back tomorrow and we can try again. Just do better next time, okay? He leaves. Yes, I'll do better next time. I can feel myself shaking as I try to make sense of everything that just happened. What did I do wrong? Did I even do anything wrong? No. Gaslighting. Exactly. Alright, so I guess instead of spitting in his face and calling him crazy, we'll just cry. I'm not excited for how this is going to turn out. It's too much to take. I just let everything out as I cry even harder. This man is freaking me out. I don't know what to do. His smile widens. He looks like a fucking Muppet. You look so pretty when you cry. And you look like a Muppet when you do that. That fucking does it. I'm sobbing, and it just makes me feel weaker, broken. I'm hysterical now, and I feel my nose stuffing up as I take heavy breaths through my mouth. He leans in closer. Please don't do that. I try to choke out protests, but it comes out as a blubbery mess. He's enjoying this. Help me. I shut my eyes, no longer able to take the onslaught of his gaze. Tears still bubble out through my eyelids, and I press them shut, trying to regain any sense of composure. Eventually, I feel the grip on my wrists release. Then I hear the door open and close. The locks click again one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been drifting in and out of fitful sleep all night. Any sleep I do get feels like short jumps in time, leaving me even more exhausted than before. This is also absolutely terrifying. I feel on edge and my nerves feel electrified. This bed is soft and warm, yet my skin is clammy and a deep coldness makes itself home in my chest. Will I ever get out of here? Is this my life now? At the mercy of this The fuck was that noise? You know, I don't think there's anything there. I wouldn't worry about it. Just close your eyes. Just go right back to sleep. Just go right back to sleep. Don't open your eyes. Just go to, like, we're fine. Fuck you. Oh God, no. A dark form flies at me, pushing me down onto the bed with force and straddling me. Riker's twisted face becomes visible in the dim moonlight, and I physically clench my whole body as I try to shrink away from him. My throat is strained from the screeching leaving my lips. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. What do I do? What do I do? Fuck you. I need to get him off of me. I push against him with everything I have, clawing at his face, going for his neck, eyes, anything. I was going to say I like how annoyed he looked, as if he was like, what? I was just watching you in the middle of the night, and then as soon as you woke up, I jumped on you, and also I kidnapped you, and I'm a bad person. And you're just gonna start fighting me? That's your instinct? To fight me? What? Watch out, bitch. This kitty has claws. The feeling of flesh peeling back gives way as my nails rake across his face. His eyes are wide. I'm shocked by my own aggression as blood drips down his face. Wait, why am I shocked? He attacked me first. I go in for a second attack. This man is horrifying. A splitting pain radiates through my skull as Riker slams his forehead down onto the bridge of my nose. My vision fails to focus, and now my captor is doubled before my eyes as a numbness spreads over my face. The relief lasts only for seconds as a heavy throbbing fire sears across my nose and out to the sides of my face. My lips wetten, the taste of copper filling my gaping mouth. Fucking ow! I'm struggling to clear up the sight in front of me, failing as Riker's features melt in front of me. I can still make out the crimson seeping down across his face from the wounds I inflicted. Serves him right. Kitty's got some claws. You're goddamn right I do, bitch. Think I can make out a smirk? Kitty's gonna fuck you up. I'll show this creep some claws. My vision is still subpar, but I throw everything I have at what I hope is his face again. I feel his hand clamp down onto one of my wrists, while his other hand flicks up. I push past his own with my free hand and make contact with what feels like the hard edge of his jaw, a clack sound hitting my ears as his teeth gnash together. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. His head snaps back towards me, his grip snaking its way to my outstretched fist and twisting it downward, shooting pain up my arm to my shoulder. My eyes squeeze shut involuntarily as I cry out. When I open them again, my vision is cleared, adrenaline and pain pushing the fog out of my head. He's mad. His eyes hold a crazed fury as he glowers down at me. My arm continues to twist painfully until it feels like it's about to snap. I feel a pitiful whimper escape my lips, and he's unresponsive to my anguish. He releases my wrist before drawing his arm back. Is he going to... Yeah. He just knocked me out. He's going to come back in the middle of the night, and I'm supposed to be expected to just not attack this man? That's not fair. So I guess I'll yell and then not fight him, even though that's not fucking fair because he fights me first. I can't move. Everything in my mind has shut down. Flight or fight? Broken. His breath falls heavily across my face as he watches me, his chest heaving in and out. His hand grips my upper thigh, his eyes more crazed as ever. You drive me insane. That's an understatement. You look so perfect under me like this. The only thing that's missing? A slight yelp leaves my lips as he leans down, his teeth digging into my neck. He bit me? The thing that was missing was biting me? Oh my God, do not let this man anywhere near your dog. That dog will not get trained. It will just get fucked up. It hurts so much. His face pulls back. There's blood on his face. He smiles. You even taste so sweet. What is he, a fucking vampire? As if to answer my question, he licks up some of the blood on his lips. I'd devour you whole if I could. Please stop. That really hurt. I can feel my neck wetten and grow cold against the air. It hurts so much. He reaches down, cupping his hand over my neck tenderly, and I flinch away from his action. His grip presses firm into my skin. Then he brings it up to his own face, smearing it all over. Gross. His eyes are wild and crazed. I can't get enough of you. I have enough of you, though. Like, I think I'm good. I need more. More. I'm sobbing again, and he relishes in it. His voice is dark and menacing. You're almost ready for me. So close. Fuck off. Go away. He lifts himself from me, exiting the room. Only a minute later, he's back, tossing bandages and antiseptic onto the bed before smiling at me, the blood still smeared across his face. I'll let you rest for the day and think about the taste I've given you. Thanks, Riker. You're so sweet. Think about what's to come and wait patiently for me. He leaves. Alone again, I grab the bandages and start to cry. Awesome. I love that that was supposed to be like a sneak peek. My life is going to be so great. Okay, we're just going to be quiet. What the hell? My eyes are fixated on the dark figure standing still at the foot of the bed. It's unmoving and silent. Have I gone crazy? Is this sleep paralysis? My fingers move willingly as I flex them slightly. Okay, I can move. Should I move more? Is that Riker? What is he doing? Oh God, what do I do? Ask him to stop? I jolt as he just laughs. It's loud and sharp and grates against my ears. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself, knowing you were in here. I pull the sheets up around me in an attempt to cover myself as much as I can in the darkness. I just couldn't sleep. I wanted to see you. I'm so excited. He moves closer and I can see his face. You know when you get a new toy or a new pet and you just want to look at it, touch it. I cringe. That's not healthy. I'm not a pet or a toy. He smiles. You're both. I feel so cherished. There's no reasoning with him. He's dead set on his delusions. I'd feel more comfortable sleeping alone. Please. My voice is barely audible. I need something from you. I swallow, a pit swelling in my throat while I wait for him to continue. My body flinches as he loosely tosses something to me. Change your shirt. What? Why? Just do it. I regard him for a moment, trying to make sense of his request. Slowly, I sink myself out of my current top using the sheets to cover myself before slipping into the new clothing he had given to me. It's just a basic shirt. He draws in close before grabbing my discarded piece of clothing and bringing it up to his nose, inhaling slowly. This will help me sleep. Okay, goodbye. Go do that somewhere else. See you tomorrow, love. Okay, bye. He turns and leaves the room, desperately clutching the bundled up cloth and pressing it to his face. The door clicks shut. What just happened? What is he going to do with my shirt? I don't want to know. Keep that to yourself. Now we have to do something kind of icky. Riker notices my expression, slightly taken aback. Oh? He smiles. Do you like it a little bit rough? My love is into a bit of punishment. Again, you Muppet-looking fuck. I struggle to compose myself, but he's already taken it all in. I mean, I don't. His legs tighten around me and I halt in my speech. Hush, lovey. I'm to give you everything you could ever ask for. I want to be the source of every feeling you have, taking over every thought in that head of yours. His fingers dig into my thigh and I squirm. You're already mine, and I'm going to make sure you know it. I push back the feelings his words give me. This isn't right. You'll come to terms with this reality soon enough. Now get some rest. You've been sleeping poorly, and I need you to have your energy. He looks down at my neck. I'll get you something for that. Oh, thanks, Riker. With that, he exits the room. My fingers go up to my neck, where I'm met with a slick feel of blood already starting to dry where it's thin. Riker comes back and sits next to me before rubbing a cream on my wound, then dressing it with a bandage. He leans over, kissing the top of the bandage, giving enough force that a twinge of pain shoots through me. Sleep well, lovey. He leaves. I feel confused and conflicted. And curious. Don't feel curious. No, there's nothing to be curious about, other than curious about how I'm gonna get out of here. So there's still a lot of endings that we can get to right now. But do I want to? And just think, there's still a whole nother day that has not come out yet. If you ever find yourself locked in a creepy bunker, apparently don't spit in his face or be sassy, because he will take everything you do and make you feel absolutely disgusting. So, life advice. Stay safe out there. I'll see you later.